Hello guys, it's time to get the final endings. We're gonna get them, I promise. Unfortunately though, I've mucked up a bit here because at the end when I got that ending, the sub one, I accidentally pressed right back to the beginning of the game. So I'm gonna have to skip. Well, I'm in this escape room now. I'm gonna have to do it as fast as I can and then skip over all the novel. So I think these final episodes are gonna be very jumpy, no pun intended. Because I'm just gonna cut to the relevant parts. You don't need to see the same stuff over again. So I've done my bit of research, and what I've found is that, where's it at? I've got it all written down in front of me. So as far as I know, I've got two more run-throughs that I need to do. One of them we were so close to doing by accident, but I didn't think. And then the other one, again, I think I must have just pressed the wrong dialogue option on one thing, and I think I remember which one it was as well. So first of all, right, I mean I can't even remember which is which now, but the next thing we're doing is we're choosing door 5 and then door 8 and then door 6. I don't know how this will work out, but that's what I've got written down after my research. So I'm really annoyed about this. I think I read a spoiler, but I'm not gonna say anything. I will, when the time comes, I'll say if that's what I've read. It's so annoying that happened. I'm really pissed about it. But because I typed no spoilers, but then obviously you just gotta be careful what you look at, don't you? So on this first thing that we're doing, there's only kind of one change that I need to do. So I will skip to that bit, and then when we get to the end, I'm not sure which ending it'll be. I think, oh, where's my cursor? I think it will take us to this ending here. So when I get, if there's anything different, then I'll cut it in. But if not, I will start when we get, I guess, to the end of this piece of novel, to show you this, and then I will go back to, I won't accidentally start again from the beginning. The next time I'll go back to here, choose the other option, and every decision I'll cut to it again, but that'll be, after I finish this one first. So I'm gonna see what happens, because we've got loads of unanswered questions, and I mean I expected to do it all in one playthrough. I thought you would get an answer, but it seems each playthrough you do kind of gives you more of the story. It's kind of necessary, so it's not like replaying the game. It's like the next level of the game, if that makes sense. That's how I see it anyway. So I'll leave that there, and I will speak to you. I mean, it'll only be in a second in video time, but it might take me a while to get there, so I'll speak to you in a bit. See you in a minute. Right, it's time. We're going through door 5. Now, the difference we need to make this time is that there was a safe. I don't know if you remember, it was in the first class bedroom, I think. It was the one with the piano. There's a safe, and you gotta, we examined it a few times and we couldn't get it open, but what you've got to actually do is look at it after you've unlocked the door, and we must have just gone straight through the door. So I'm going to solve the room, and then I'll come back to you after I've unlocked the door, but before I've gone through it, okay? So just checking in, we're going through door 5. Right, the door is unlocked, so I've got to go to the safe now. But just before I do that, I don't know if you can remember the tune that we had to play on here, and it was off Big Ben. Well, I was walking my dog the other day, and I just heard that tune, and I was like, looking around, and our local church was playing it, so that's why it sounded familiar to me, because not because of Big Ben, just because of our local church. But I was like, I know that tune. So here's the safe. Let's see. The safe, huh? The exit's open. Yes, strange that we didn't need to open this to achieve our goal. Do you think it's important? I wonder what's in there. Oh, come on. It's a safe with a dial lock on it. We won't be able to open it until we know the right numbers. Guess we'll just leave it alone for now and move on. Nope, that's not what I need to do. I know I need to open it. I'm sure. Or maybe I don't need to open it. Maybe I just needed to click on it. Oh, I'm gonna have to double check. Won't be able to open it until we know the right numbers. Guess we'll just leave it alone for now and move on. I'm gonna double check this. Right, I have just double checked some stuff. Okay, so it is okay for me to move on now that I've just done that. Can I get my... There it is. So actually it's the ending that we are gonna get this time goes down this route, so instead of the knife ending we're gonna get this ending, so who knows, that's what it says, so let's do it. I'm gonna press on it one more time just to make sure. Right, yeah, that's as much as gonna happen. So, right, I'm gonna continue. I'll check back in each door choice, and when anything special happens, anything a bit different, so, okay. Time to choose the door, so this time we're gonna choose door 8. Nothing different's happened yet, so just checking in. It's a good job that on your second playthrough, like, it's quite quick to go through these escape rooms, so hopefully I'll be back very, very soon for the next door choice. There's nothing else I need to do differently, so let's just go for it. So door 8. Right, final door, so this time we're gonna go through door 6. I think this is, yeah, this is back to the first choice we made. I think it was the first, so we'll go through the cargo and all that. I'm not sure when things start to change, so I'll do as much as I can that you've already seen, and then I'll be back when things start changing, so let's go.
You know, speaking of experiments, there was this experiment some scientists did with rats. First, they took a squarish C-shaped tank and filled it with enough water that the rats could drown in it. The tank has 2 exits. Just to make it easy, we'll call one A and the other B. Exit A is pitch black, so dark even a rat can't see anything. But exit B is electrified, which means the rat can't leave through it. So, what would a rat do if it was put in this situation? Which exit would the rat choose?
This is new.
B, of course. The rat has no way of knowing that exit B is electrified.
Exactly. The rat goes to exit B. Of course, like I said, it's electrified, which means the rat can't get out that way. So, after a lot of trial and error, the rat finally finds exit A.
I can't say that's very interesting or relevant. It's simply the story of a laboratory experiment.
You're right. It isn't very interesting. Yet. See, these scientists repeated this experiment over and over, using hundreds of different rats over several generations. This produced some surprising results. With each generation, the rats took less time to find the correct exit. Eventually, a rat was put in the tank who instantly chose exit A without even attempting to go to exit B. But that wasn't the most impressive part. The same experiment was conducted in another laboratory, far from the original one, with the same results. No, on second thought, the results weren't really the same. The rats in this second experiment began the trials with significantly faster times than the first rats in the initial one. These rats weren't related to the others and had never even come in contact with them. And yet, they all easily found their way to exit A as though they already knew.
What is it with this whole telepathy thing? It's so weird.
What did it mean?
Are you suggesting something like telepathy? They were passing information to one another through some undetectable medium?
How the hell would I know? I'm not any kind of scientist. I don't know what made him do that. But I do know that story's true. And if you've got another explanation, I'd sure love to hear it. Come on, let's get going. There's still a lot here we haven't checked out. And we gotta get the hell out of here before June passes out.
Hey, wait. There's something I want to ask you.
What?
Why did they use that tank for the experiment?
Huh?
Well, I mean, it seems like you could conduct the same experiment without the water. They could have just used a dry box, you know? If they needed to motivate the rats to escape, they could have, I don't know, put some bait by exit B or something. I mean, do they really have to make it so the rats can drown?
You know, the word emergency comes from the same root as the word emerge. You ever think about that?
Huh?
Well, an emergency is something urgent, often something dangerous. And to emerge means to sort of come out, or appear, or rise out of something else. So what's going to emerge in an emergency? Inspiration.
Inspiration?
Yeah. Think about it. When the chips are down, either you crack or your mind focuses and pulls up what you need.
So in an emergency, your real potential emerges. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. That's why the rats had to drown. They had to be in danger. There had to be an emergency for inspiration to emerge.
I feel like this is very much parallel in the situation we're in now. Like, you know, there's water in the ship and we keep on dying. So we trying different doors to try and get the, you know, to try and emerge with a good ending.
Oh.
That must have been the point of that story.
We didn't have parents. They bought it in an accident when we were still kids. So I had to be like her dad. And that meant that I bought her Christmas presents every year. On Christmas Eve, I'd leave the present next to her pillow. And the next morning, she'd come running into my room with this big smile. Look, look, Santa left me a present. He got me that doll I really wanted. I'm so glad he got my letter. She was always so excited. I was the one who told her to write those letters. I'd say, write down something you want and mail it to Santa. The address I gave her was somewhere in Northern Europe that doesn't exist. Anyway, she'd write the letter and stamp it and send it out. And then a few days later, it'd show up back in our mailbox marked address unknown. I'd open the letters before she figured out they'd been sent back. Once I had the letter, I'd go around to a couple stores with some money I'd saved up over the year and buy her the stuff she'd asked for. It took a lot of saving, but I managed to buy her presents every year.
Huh.
Huh.
But one year, her letter was different. She didn't write a list of toys she wanted or anything like that. Instead, it said, I don't want any presents this year. Instead, I want you to make my wish come true. My wish is that we'll be happy like this for a really, really long time. That was it. Nothing else. But I couldn't make that wish come true. Some Santa I am.
What happened?
She died. She was killed 9 years ago.
Oh.
All right, let's go.
I think he's talking about his sister, if I remember rightly. So I wonder if she was the one that died, on the, there was 16 kids that got kidnapped on this boat, and, 7 said that it seems to remember one of them died. Lotus's kid was on it as well, but she survived. So, oh, that's sad. That's why he called himself Santa. God. Right. There's like things popping up more and more often now, so I'm gonna be careful not to miss anything like on the video. So we'll be going into the cargo room next. I'm sure something new will happen in there as well.
June, are you okay? I'm sorry, I gotta go check on her. You finished the box thing, alright? Just put the cards in the boxes. I'm counting on you. Are you alright? What happened?
Can you stand?
I don't think this happened last time either.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm fine. I just tripped.
Don't give me that. Now is not the time.
But it's true. I tripped over a box.
Just let me see for a sec.
Huh.
You're still warm.
I saw her fall. I think she really did just trip on something, you know? Still, to fall down like that? I think she's probably still a little messed up.
Alright, well, let's just get out of here as fast as we can so we can get you to a hospital.
Oh, I don't think it's anything that serious. I just need a little medicine and some sleep, and I'll be fine.
Medicine. Medicine, huh? Well, if we could get in touch with anyone outside, I'll bet Ace could swing that for you easy.
Ace? Why?
Huh? Don't you know? He's the president of a pharmaceutical company.
What?
Cradle Pharmaceuticals is the name, I think.
Oh.
Their flagship product is an anesthetic drug called Soparil.
Soparil. Soparil.
Things are coming together.
I've heard of that before somewhere.
Soparil. It's an anesthetic that's a gas at room temperature. A lot like how nitrous oxide is. It takes only a few seconds to spread, and even a small amount is very effective. A bunch of countries quickly accepted it for widespread use within their police and military forces. It was an effective crowd suppressant and room clearer. It was practical, ethical, and the humane nature of it made it the ideal drug. It's been around for about 6 years. They developed it from the extracts of several different roots. It became popular almost as soon as it was made public, with many governments placing large orders. Demand for Soparil skyrocketed, and of course that meant Cradle Pharmaceuticals' stock did too.
Why do you know all of this?
I heard it from the old man himself.
From Ace? When?
By the number 4 door at the central stairway, when we were searching the second-class room. Remember how Snake, 7, and you went to door 5? It was back then. I asked him what he did for a living, and he said he ran his own company. After that, we just started talking, and I guess it just came up, you know?
Huh.
Are you worried about something?
No, nothing.
Well, right, wait. Owns the company that... Was it the company that was doing the experiments on the children? And he's going on about this drug. Is this why everyone keeps feeling dizzy? because it turns into a gas or something, so they could be inhaling it. I don't really know. So weird. Right.
What the hell is he doing? June, don't push yourself, all right?
Yes.
Santa, could you take care of her? I'll go check on Ace. Looks like he's having trouble.
Sure.
What are you doing? What happened?
Nothing. My vision has gotten rather blurry, I think, because of fatigue. I can't see very well at the moment.
What can't you see well?
These pictures. I don't care to admit it, but I may be developing presbyopia. Growing old is a difficult thing. At any rate, I'll leave the rest to you. I'm feeling awfully tired, so if you don't mind, I'd like to rest for a bit.
How could simply looking at cards have tired him out?
I'm starting to not trust him again, like, right? Remember on Clover's axe ending, he took Lotus away to show her something apparently. What was he doing then? Like, and now he's not feeling well, so is he really not feeling well? Or, you know, or is he playing some sort of game? I don't know.
But if it wasn't, what had made him so uncomfortable?
Guilt. Maybe he's guilty.
Prosopagnosia. Well, put simply, it means a condition where the mind can't distinguish between human faces. In other words, my face would look the same as Clover's or even yours.
He's saying he's got that?
So they can't remember faces, which is how most people recognize each other. That means that people with prosopagnosia have trouble recognizing even people they're close to.
Maybe he's got prosopagnosia? Huh. Well, he looks depressed enough to have it. Oh well. Time to solve the 9 boxes puzzle.
I don't know. He's been differentiating between us okay for the rest of the time. I'm not sure. I can't even remember why that conversation came up in the first place. Something going on.